Romee the French bulldog trotted into the tall, swaying grass of Starlight Hills. Above him, the moon cast a brilliant silver glow over the rolling landscape, turning the world into a dreamscape of light and shadow. Romee paused, his ears perked toward the horizon, watching golden sparks dance in the dark. These were the fireflies, the tiny spirits of the hills. They flickered in rhythmic pulses, drifting like embers caught in a gentle, invisible current. Romee watched them with wide, curious eyes, his paws pressing softly into the cool, damp earth as he moved deeper into the night. Suddenly, he stopped. One firefly sat motionless on a white petal, its light dimming to a faint, stuttering pulse. Romee stepped forward, his nose inches from the flower. The firefly did not fly away. It remained still, its glow barely visible against the white bloom. Romee lowered his head, listening intently. The firefly spoke in a thin, weary hum, explaining its wings were too heavy to reach the glowing tree on the distant ridge. "I cannot fly any further," it whispered. Romee looked up at the far-off ridge, then back at the small, struggling creature. He knew what he had to do. He knelt down, pressing his chest into the grass, and waited. The firefly climbed onto his back, settling right in the center of his distinct heart-shaped fur patch. Romee stood up slowly, balancing his weight to keep the tiny passenger steady. He began the long trek toward the ridge, his muscles moving with deliberate, rhythmic care. The crickets provided a steady, melodic backdrop as he navigated the winding path through the shadows. With every step, the firefly's light began to pulse with renewed strength, casting a warm, golden halo around Romee's shoulders. "It is so warm here," the firefly whispered, nestling deeper into the soft fur. Romee let out a quiet, contented snort. They reached the base of the massive, glowing tree, where hundreds of fireflies swirled like a living constellation. It was a cathedral of light. As Romee approached, the swarm descended, circling him in a brilliant, golden spiral that lit up the entire hillside. The air hummed with 1,000 tiny wings. The little firefly took flight, its strength fully restored, rejoining its kin in the canopy. Romee watched from the ancient roots, his heart full. The light from above washed over him, turning the grass into a sea of soft luminescence. He had completed his journey, and the hills seemed to sing in gratitude around him. Romee blinked, his eyelids growing heavy under the hypnotic, flickering canopy. He curled into a tight circle, tucking his nose into his paws. The air remained still, save for the faint, rhythmic glow of the fireflies dancing above. Romee's breathing slowed, matching the steady pulse of the lights. As the night deepened, the hills settled into a profound silence, with the fireflies hovering like tiny guardians. The stars held their watch in the velvet sky, and Romee drifted into a deep, dreamless rest, safe in the heart of Starlight Hills. "Good night, little one." And Romee drifted into a deep, dreamless rest, safe in the heart of Starlight Hills.